Coming up on this episode of DL Weekly, nighttime spectaculars are on their way back to the park soon, along with a ton of merchandise and food options.
Earth Day comes to Disney California Adventure. Iridescent designs come from Walt Disney World. We talk about dining for the spectaculars and more. DL Weekly starts now.
Ah, buenos dias, señorita. My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh, look at all the people listening. Welcome to DL Weekly's Enchanted Podcast. Hey, Tag and Teresa, mi amigos. Pay attention, it's showtime.
Hello and welcome to this episode of DL Weekly for the week of April 13th, 2022. I'm Teresa Urban.
And I'm Tag Bushman. How is it already mid-April? I just don't know.
I know, it's crazy.
We do want to thank Brenda and Kurt W. and Eric M. for becoming official weekly tiers on our Patreon. Our supporters get some pretty fun perks like DL Weekly swag, bonus content, and access to our Discord community. This Thursday, we actually have a book club with the author of the book, Fast Pass to the Past, Austen Carroll. We did have her on a few episodes ago, so you can look that up. If you become a patron, you can join in on this Zoom call where we're doing this book club. And we do those from time to time, and we actually, hopefully, if this one goes well, we'll have more, try to get more authors on to do that stuff. So if you would like to attend that and have some more Disney magic in your day, head on over to dlweekly.net/support to join the community.
And if you are a current supporter that is interested in joining this book club discussion, the details in the Zoom link will be posted on our Patreon page on Thursday. And again, don't feel, if you haven't had a chance to read the book yet, that's fine. That doesn't mean that you're not able to come to the discussion. Please come anyways and join in the fun.
Absolutely.
You have heard us talk about all of our great experiences staying at the Howard Johnson in Anaheim. Well, we have partnered with them to offer our listeners some really cool discounts. Weekly tiers can get 15% off their stay, and Magic Key Holder weekly tiers get 20% off. To take advantage of these discounts, head on over to dlweekly.net and click on the Howard Johnson logo. Be sure to use the promo codes on the site to get the discount that you qualify for.
Yeah, we're really happy to partner with them, and it's always fun staying there. It's always a great deal. Well, now let's get to the news.
Fans of the Main Street Electrical Parade can pick up some awesome merchandise when the nighttime parade returns later this month. There will be a shirt and leggings that have scenes from the iconic parade. This same design is also on a Loungefly backpack and set of mini ears. A dress with glow-in-the-dark accents and a pink sash will also be on sale.
So this is cute. It's kind of like a animated, stylized version of the different floats that are part of this. It's got some musical, not the notes. What do you call the back part? The lines,
staff?
The staff? Is that what it is? Can you tell I don't play an instrument? So it's got musical notes on the staff, and of course it's got like Mickey Mouse on it. You were very excited when this came up.
The thing that's so fun and exciting to me is that the photo, now, I'm a little naive, so perhaps they didn't actually do the photo shoot with the parade floats.
Oh, they did. You can see it reflecting.
That's what got me so excited. Like, what a cool backdrop to be promoting this new merchandise, like right there with the parade floats. And it's one of my favorite floats. It's not Elliot, but it's the little snail from the beginning. I love those little, they're just so cute.
What do you think of these ears? I know you're an ears person.
I'm curious to see the ears in person.
Okay.
I am. I'm really curious to see it. I'm not a huge fan of the backpack. I'm not sure how I feel yet about the shirts and the leggings. But the dress, I think the dress is really beautiful, and it looks very comfortable, very lightweight and flowy. It's not as, it doesn't feel as like fancy as maybe like the regular dress shop dresses are. This almost looks a little more casual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's cool. I like that they did the photo shoot with the couple of the floats. It looks like that they have. Yeah, so we'll have to see. It'll be cool to see the stuff in person. Well, the first dining package to return since the beginning of the pandemic has arrived. The Main Street Electrical Parade dining package will be available starting April 22nd. Guests will dine at the Plaza Inn for lunch, which comes with a meal, beverage, and dessert. Fried chicken, mac and cheese, Mickey-shaped cornbread, and a berry cheesecake will all be part of the package. Reservations open no earlier than April 14th.
And we actually have more information that dropped after we wrote the news on this. We'll go into more detail during our discussion topic because there was all sorts of fun and exciting stuff that I got really excited. And I'm like, tag, we need to do this as our discussion topic because I'm like beaming and overflowing with excitement for this. So more to come on dining packages, but the first one that had been announced was the Main Street Electrical Plaza Inn dining package. And this one's interesting because I haven't done a dining package at the Plaza Inn, but they have had parade dining packages there before, and they're always lunchtime dining packages, whereas most dining packages have historically been, like dinner.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool that this one is
Well, it's kind of
midday
nice because you
instead.
can eat, because a lot of times with nighttime spectaculars, if you have it as a dinner, you have a limited amount of time to eat and then go watch your parade, where lunch, you can get it in a bigger time frame and you're not rushing to then go get to the parade. You can kind of take your time and
That's
have that
true.
nice midday break.
Very, very true. The Disney Parks Instagram account teased one of the sections of the final Main Street Electrical Parade float. They posted the concept artwork for the Princess and the Frog theme section of the float. The teaser shows a Tiana character on top with a steamboat, willow trees, the iconic fleur-de-lis, and more.
This, now I've seen some other interesting things from this, like other sections of the
like other
parade
close-up
floats.
sections.
Yeah. And I love the amount of fun, like little things that they have like on the side and down. And I keep forgetting, and I don't know why, but I keep forgetting that this is done in Mary Blair Small World style.
Sure.
So every time I see it, I'm like, oh, this looks like Small World. And then I facepalm because I'm like, of course it does. That's the whole point.
So
looks
now
nice.
I have a question. So in this concept art that we're seeing here, you've got Tiana is facing us, and that side of the float has, Tiana elements facing us. However, Miguel is also on this section of float, but his back is faced to us.
I think the other side has
I was going to say, do you
Coco.
think the other side is themed to Miguel, or do you? It's got to be. Which, how freaking cool is that? You got to watch the parade at least twice. Because this is basically two different floats, depending on which side of the street you're on.
You just went you can't handle the truth on me here. Slamming your hand into your thing.
I wasn't super.
Why are you so fired up about this whole thing?
Know. I think it's because it's a parade.
How are you going to be when Fantasmic comes back?
Dead. I'm just going to be done. Fall over, stick a fork in me, I'll be done.
Oh my goodness.
I feel for me, having these come back first helps get some of that excitement out of the system, so it's not going to be as crazy for me when Fantasmic comes back.
Shannon C. in our chat commented that the train station would be a good spot to view it because you would see it the one side as it turns on Town Square, and then when it comes around and in front of you, you'd see the other side.
You can see it not like super well, but you'd be able to see. Yep. Good point. I think I'm excited because it's also a classic parade, and I think it's so fun that they did this to freshen it up. I know
that they are adding this last float, which means that it's gonna stay around or it's gonna come back like 50 more times. But I would hope that this would be the farewell performance. Bring back Paint the Night, bring back Magic Happens. Let the dang electrical parade go into retirement. With the premiere date quickly approaching for World of Color, the scaffolding around the projection towers is being dismantled. This means that the show is almost ready for full-scale testing before the debut on April 22nd, which, when I was writing this today, I was like, that is next Friday.
That's 10 days away, which, this makes me nervous. I'm glad I'm not part of this team because 10 days from the day that we're recording this, World of Color will be back.
Mm-hmm. Electrical parade.
They have, but I'm saying they haven't even gotten the everything taken down so they can do the run through everything.
Sure.
So good luck to that team. I'm sure they're on top of it. I'm sure they have tested all sorts of different things, and I'm sure they're confident, but man, that seems like a little window.
If anybody's staying in the Paradise Pier Hotel and has a theme park view between now and then,
Just stay up all night.
will you let us know if they've been testing anything? Because that would be awesome.
This week, Disneyland started talking a lot about Bruno with the debut of the Encanto projection show on It's a Small World. The show, which lasts just over 4 minutes, is a fun addition to the nightly entertainment and plays multiple times between 9 p.m. and park closing.
So I ran into the funniest problem with this. So I saw on Twitter that one of the Twitter accounts we follow were there. It's one of the news agencies. I think it was Disneyland News Today. And they were there, and they shot a video, and they put it on Twitter. Well, Twitter doesn't allow, like, super long videos, so they couldn't get the full thing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go on YouTube. There'll be 100 people that have already posted it. I can watch it there. I found, like, 5 or 6 videos. I'm like, sweet. I clicked. I was watching, like, there was like a pre-show kind of noise because like it wasn't clipped right to the beginning. There was audio, and the second the song started, the sound went out, and then I was like, "Well, did something just go wrong with my computer? Or something wrong with the video?" So I clicked the next video, totally silent. I looked in the comments because We Don't Talk About Bruno is such a popular song, and they're playing basically the track. They're getting flag takedown things, so YouTube instead of taking the videos down is just muting them, so you can watch the display on YouTube, but you can't hear the sound. But Twitter doesn't have that. So all I did is I found 2 different, and I put them in the link in the show notes. There's part 1 and part 2 that I've linked in the show notes that you can go watch the full thing over 2 videos.
That makes sense. Or just watch it watch it on YouTube and just play We Don't Talk About Bruno off of your like cell phone or like some other device, and you just sync it up yourself.
Did you watch it?
I did. So I only watched part of it because I didn't realize that there was a second part. There was a second part 2 of the video.
Yeah,
I'm saying. So I watched. So I did watch part 1. I do have to admit, I was very excited about this. Very excited about this. However, this is going to sound really dumb, but I guess I didn't realize that it really was basically them playing the song and having projections along with the song. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a little bit different, a little bit plussed. But yeah,
Sure.
it's kind of it. It's probably better in person because honestly, this video, it's good. It's as good as we're going to get for not being there. But, it's pretty far back from the Small World facade, so it was really hard to watch the projections. So I didn't really get to see, like, the tiles flipping around on the Small World facade like they had talked about and that sort of thing.
The tiles mostly flipped right before it started. Because there's a period of time where it's just like, it's like the It's a Small World facade is, like, coming alive, and then Bruno starts.
Yeah, I guess I was just expecting more. And like I said, maybe it's because the video I saw was from so far back that maybe there was more detail that you just couldn't see. But again, I'm sure it's better in person.
I also want to say, when did they add spotlights behind It's a Small World? I think those are new.
Oh.
Because they have spotlights that come out and are moving around and partying.
Right.
Because those weren't there for Mickey's Mixed Magic, were they? I thought they just had projections. Now I've got to Google this.
I'm trying to remember if they were there for Mickey's Mixed Magic or not.
All right. Go into the
I'm also
YouTubes.
trying to think because I'm trying to think like when the stretching room happened, if they...
See, I don't see any lights.
I'm wondering when we watched...
You would think it'd be in the beginning where they're like... Dunka, dunka, dunka.
I'm wondering when we watched the...
Yeah.
holiday show back there? See, this is a much better angle. You can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's a lot more going on in Mickey's Mixed Magic than this. I think that I think We Don't Talk About Bruno got popular. Somebody in the entertainment department was like, we need to make a thing about this. They threw it together. We talked to Evan, who's designed shows like this before. And when we talked to him, he's like, these things take years.
They take a long time.
So my thought is they did the best they could, throwing something together in a time that made sense. Hopefully they continue to do stuff like this with more movies that come up, and maybe the team will get really fast at it and it'll get like really skilled, and they'll be able to throw together something a little more elaborate. But I still think it's cool.
I think it's cool too. I just was expecting
more,
and I don't know what the more was, but I was just expecting it to be a little bit different.
Well, this week, Disney released their full list of Easter treats at the Disney parks all around the world. At Disneyland, there are donuts, cupcakes, cookies, and so much more. So we're going to talk a little bit about this.
So they actually had some of these things already out when we were there for the wedding, which was surprising to me. So the Rice Krispie treat that looks like the backside of a bunny. You've got his.
It's a cute idea.
It's adorable, and it's brilliant because it's the classic Mickey shape, but they were able to kind of transform it, and it looks like the backside of a bunny. It's got his fuzzy tail, his or her fuzzy tail, and then little paws. Very, very cute. Lots and lots of sweet treats in this for sure. But a lot of the treats can be found at the holiday cart that's located in the Grand Californian Hotel lobby. Oh, interesting. Goofy's Kitchen. That's right. They do the Easter buffet, which is very, very fun. Tons of, it's like brunch and desserts is really what Easter is all about food-wise at the parks.
Mm-hmm. There is one thing in particular I want to talk about. We have a news story, I think, next about that I'm excited about. But yeah, lots of Easter treats. We had a link in the show notes if you want to check out where all of them are available and all of that good stuff.
Well, one of the treats that's back again is cookie shots. So, of course, cookie shots is a shot glass made out of a chocolate chip cookie, or there are double chocolate chip cookies. And then you get your choice of whole, low-fat, green chocolate or strawberry milk for the non-alcoholic varieties. But the inside of the cookie shot is covered in a bittersweet chocolate that helps prevent it from leaking and giving you a soggy cookie. The treat is available for $8, but guests can swap out the milk for alcohol for $16 total. I want to say, I'm trying to remember what liqueurs I saw when we were there last time, but yeah, it's more liqueurs. So you're not getting a shot of Jack Daniels in your cookie. It's like Kahlua or Bailey's.
Yeah, so they offer
they look very
offer Bailey's, Grand Marnier, Captain Morgan, so it is rum chata, Jameson, or Godiva chocolate liqueur.
There you can get a good shot.
I want to try one of these. I like the 100%. Idea of cookies and milk together.
So this is related but also totally unrelated. For Christmas this year, my mom bought some of these and brought them up here. They were amazing.
You can buy them outside of Disneyland?
Yeah, you can buy them outside of Disneyland. They were, very, very good. I don't remember what there was a red velvet cookie. There was a chocolate chip cookie. I don't remember what the other ones were.
You know what they need to do to make me super happy?
There was a churro one. I remember that. There was a churro one.
What they should do, Disney, are you listening? I'm giving you a free idea. So they should take the chocolate part of an Oreo, blend it so it becomes the stuff. Yep. Put some butter or something in there so it becomes like a crust. Hold on.
Then you take the cream in there.
You put the cream on the inside, and then you put to make it, because the cream will act as like the chocolate does on this. And then you could pour the milk in, and then you'd have an Oreo and milk. Oh my gosh! Because I won't eat Oreos plain. If somebody offers me an Oreo and there's no milk, I must have that. And also, I'm a double stuff guy. I did try ultra stuff one time, and that was just way too much. Double stuff is where it's at, because the cream is really good. When you were a kid, did you used to eat the cream out of the middle?
No. I've always eaten an Oreo as it comes out of the package, all three layers.
I know this is way off topic, but I want to give a tip.
Already very
I want to give a tip to our listeners, because I converted James to this. When you eat an Oreo, when you dip it in the milk, your hands get whatever. Yeah, your hands get milky and it can crumble and fall. If you take a fork and you shove it into the cream section and then put it in the glass and let it do its thing and you pull it out, perfect. Just so you know, guys, if you hadn't heard about this before, I've converted James to this because I want to say a week ago he was eating some Oreos and I'm like, oh, you use the fork? And he's like, yeah, it just makes sense now. I'm like, there you go. Well, Walt Disney World has been using the iridescent color scheme for the 50th anniversary of the resort, but Disneyland has now got in on the action. The collection features a reusable cup with a straw with a Mickey pattern for $27.99, a baseball hat with Mickey on the front for $29.99, a long sleeve t-shirt for $44.99, a tie front tee for $36.99, a youth long sleeve shirt for $24.99, and finally a youth spirit jersey for $49.99.
I do want to point out this is not
exactly
to me,
the same.
it doesn't look exactly the same as what's going on in Walt Disney World. This is more of like a blue background, and the iridescent is gold. So it's more of a blue and gold thing, which makes much more sense as to why the ears we reported on last week are around, because they're gold ears with a very like royal blue bow. So I'm assuming it ties into there. But yeah, so it's similar but not identical. I want to say this stuff in Walt Disney World is more of a like, instead of it being a blue background, it's more of like a purpley background.
Yeah.
Still very fun though.
Yeah, I like blue, and I like the iridescent kind of stuff. So this would be kind of right up my alley. This hat, though, I just like, this Mickey is wild with how much. His clothing and his facial features are actually like different than the. Oh,
very cool.
Yeah, pretty neat. Again, now I don't like this collection as much as I liked the last Disney collection of stuff that I bought a bunch of stuff.
That was black and had like the gold and the pinks. Yep.
It's good. Whoever's working in retail right now, designing stuff, doing some good work.
Doing a great job. Well, last week we talked about the new entrance that guests staying at the Paradise Pier Hotel will be able to use soon. We didn't know the exact whereabouts this would be connecting to the park, but we had our speculations, but we have confirmed and we know where it will be now. The entrance will be between Corndog Castle and Seaside Souvenirs, which is kind of the area we were assuming.
Yep. Yeah, so
very cool though.
Yeah, there's actually, if you're in the parks right now, they have construction walls up around this section. I did do my favorite thing. I went on Google Maps and I did a satellite view to kind of see, and I was like, yeah, that's about where we were thinking. So that should be coming soon. Hopefully, anybody staying at the Paradise Pier, hopefully that'll be available soon. Mm-hmm. Well, Earth Day is coming up on April 22nd, and the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail in Disney California Adventure is celebrating with art created out of recycled materials. The pieces of art were each created by Disneyland cast members, and they're done each year. Guests can vote for their favorite at Mount Lassen Lookout and Ranger Station. This year, It's a Small World, Encanto, Web Slingers, and more are featured in the artwork.
These are always super fun, crazy creative. I'm glad that our trips never align and happen the same time that this is going on, because I would have a really hard time picking a favorite.
You always have a hard time.
I do.
Picking,
I mean, that's
stuff.
true. That is very true. What do you think your favorite is?
I really like the Encanto house a lot, because I think like there's just a lot there. Mm-hmm. But I also love the It's a Small World like facade thing that they have going on. I mean, they're all great.
I think my favorite's probably Small World. I think it's just really, really adorable. But I mean, come on. We've got Web Slingers garbage cans. We have
the Web Slingers garbage cans were also pretty hilarious.
We have Thanos' glove. There's also, this one reminds me, there's one that's like a dress, so I'm getting like Cruella vibes.
Oh yes,
for sure, off of the dress that Cruella, was made there. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And I'm surprised you didn't go for the X-Wing.
Where's the X-Wing? The X-Wing looks pretty cool, but I think the other ones, I will say the Infinity Gauntlet is pretty amazing. I mean, it's not like
probably
perfect,
better
but
than, what did I say? Thanos' glove. The Infinity Gauntlet.
Sorry, I live in a house with Marvel fans, so you have to know all of this.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the movies, but yeah.
Even producer Vern is shaking his head at you.
A Teresa-ism.
Teresa-ism.
Yes.
Psst. Avast there. It'd be too late to alter course, mateys. You come seeking questions and long-lost Disney information, eh? Sure, you come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates. And hold on tight. With both hands, if you please. There be squalls ahead. And James and Vern waiting for them what don't answer correctly.
Welcome to Trivia Land. How we feeling tonight? Do you think you got some great answers in your head? You ready to figure it all out?
Woo!
It depends on if you have great questions for us or not.
Of course I have great questions. We always have great questions here in Trivia Land.
Well, we'll
Let's see.
We'll see.
Well, okay, so to be completely honest, I'm not even... These are not listener-submitted questions. Those are always the best
I
ones.
don't know if that's a good sign or if that's a bad sign.
Well, today, I had a vein that I wanted to go down where I was going to do this deep dive on a subject, and I was going to get all this great information, and it was going to be so cool, and I was going to have like a one-topic, really awesome trivia. And then that one topic was impossible to find anything about, and I just found myself reading all sorts of articles about Disneyland and just spending the day reading Disneyland stuff. And so I came up with 5 totally unrelated questions that I just came up with. So that's what you get today. So I hope you're ready for it.
As ready as we'll ever be.
All right. So your first question from my day of random reading things. According to Disneyland.com, what are the 4 Main Street vehicles?
Well, we've got the horse-drawn
Carriage.
horse. Oops, that is not how you spell horse. Horse-drawn.
There's the omnibus,
Yep.
the fire truck.
And I would say the horseless streetcar.
I think they call it the horseless carriage or
Yeah,
something.
horseless carriage.
Yeah. 4, you said, yes?
Yes, 4.
Yeah.
Horse-drawn streetcar.
I feel pretty good about this one.
I do too. Omnibus. Wait a minute. Now where? Okay.
The fire
Horseless.
truck and the horseless carriage.
And is that your final answer?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. Your second question. Which lands in Disneyland are not directly connected to the hub?
New Orleans
Galaxy's
Square.
Edge.
New Orleans Square.
Toontown.
Critter Country.
Critter Country. That's it.
That's it. Man, Vern, this is good. So it's our listeners who are the hard people.
Okay, so you said Galaxy's Edge, New Orleans Square, Toontown, Critter Country,
Yes.
Galaxy's Edge, Toontown, Critter Country, New Orleans Square. Yes.
and that's your final answer.
Yes.
Final
All right.
answer.
Your third question. Later renamed Critter Country, what year did Bear Country open in Disneyland?
Oh boy.
72.
It was in the 70s because let me think. Yes. 1972.
Because it's when the Country Bear Jamboree came.
Which also is when the Main Street Electoral Parade debuted.
Oh my goodness. You were so I got to tell you guys on the podcast, Teresa is over the moon about the Electrical Parade. And Nighttime Spectaculars in general, but really this...
Nighttime Spectaculars in general, but I'm very, very excited, as you will soon be hearing, about all of the offerings that are coming, specifically for the Main Street Electrical Parade, since it's the 50th anniversary. But, yes, nighttime parades in general, too.
And your fourth and final regular round question. Disneyland producer Ward Kimball had actual rocket scientists aid in the designing of Tomorrowland. Can you name them?
Oh, no. No, I cannot.
Wait. What was
Rocket scientists
God.
aided in the design of Tomorrowland. Stumped.
No. Nope.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stumped.
Stumped.
Times 2.
Is that with a T or an ED? All right. And your bonus question tonight. What is the name of the trolley line in Disney California Adventure?
The
red car trolley.
And that's your final answer.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, listeners, how do you think they did? How did you do listening at home? Wait until after the discussion topic and we can all find out.
I think we did pretty all right.
I do think we did pretty all right.
Minus the stumped.
This week for our discussion topic, we're actually going to talk about 2 different things. The first thing we're going to talk about that I can't believe we've contained Teresa this long is Nighttime Spectacular Foodie Guide.
Yes.
And then we have another thing we'll talk about a little bit later, but I want to kind of keep the suspense for that one.
Oh, I was going to start with that one.
No, let's leave the best for last so
Dang.
people will stay through the whole thing.
It's all the best, though. I don't know what
you
you're
have
talking
been,
about.
You were just
Dying.
You were dying about this foodie guide.
I wanted to explode. So
what
I will
about
be,
this is your most explosive thing?
I will be very, very honest with everyone. The plan for this week was I was going to write up and do a deep dive on the Main Street Electrical Parade, which we will still do because it is its 50th anniversary.
Okay.
As soon as I sat down to do that, what seemed to be posted? Oh, the Nighttime Spectacular Foodie Guide. So, of course, I had to look at that, and then that was the end. I got derailed, and I said, change of plan, Tag. We're talking about this because I don't know why, but I'm just crazy excited, and I think...
I would like to recount this for you folks. So at 2:59 p.m., OMG, Tag, and the link to this. Look at these popcorn buckets. I have enough excitement for both of us with this new foodie guide that I could make our discussion. I'm trying really hard to keep my explosion of excitement for the recording tonight, but I want to burst. I'm so excited. And then I sent her an animated GIF of Edna Mode slapping the person that says, "My God, pull yourself together." And then she sent me this picture back of Charlotte like squealing and kicking her legs.
Charlotte from The Princess and the Frog, where she's very excited that Prince David's coming. She's just like,
okay, so you can let your excitement out now.
So I think what just blew my mind was the first thing I did was, of course, I went to the Disney Parks blog website, and pictures, right? It's all about the pictures. You want to see the stuff. So the first thing they have, though, is a TikTok. And that's where I lost it, was the TikTok. I just lost it because they did a tiny Main Street Electrical Parade with the new sipper and the new popcorn bucket. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm sorry, Figment. We love you, but these are the new must-have items. We have, for the sipper, it's the little snail. Super adorable. And then for the popcorn bucket, none other than the main dragon himself, Elliot. But that's not all. They light up. I need these. I need these in my life. I need them.
Can we also talk about something that we never talked about on the show?
Oh, yeah.
But they did it in front of the Crystal Arcade with that new prism-y thing. That's pretty cool. These, because they light up, these are going to be impossible to get.
Amazing. People are going to be rope dropping popcorn buckets. Forget the attractions. We're rope dropping the popcorn buckets.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you just got to figure out where they're going to be. They are cool.
Amazing.
They are cool. I will give it to you. They are cool.
So that's really what's got it.
I don't even usually like the sippers, but now I feel like if I get one, I have to get both of these.
I feel that way too. And normally when it comes to popcorn buckets and sippers, I'll like one, maybe not the other. But you have to get these as a set. You need to. They're amazing.
You know what they should have done? They should have made, for that new finale float, they should have made a set of however many pieces there are cups. They could have made a whole thing.
They could have just make the whole parade Disney. We will buy the whole parade in popcorn and
everybody
sipper
would.
form.
Yeah, that right there could pay to refurbish the whole park.
They are so cool. I mean, we've had light up ones before because Madame Leota lights up, but I think it's just so cool.
This is a little different.
It looks like the parade float. So they have all these tiny little lights all over it. Just incredible. So I'm so excited.
These are in your future if you can get one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If I can figure out how to make everything align, and there's not going to be a day-long wait at the parks to wait in line to get this. So the popcorn bucket and sipper, when they do release, we don't have an exact date on when they're releasing. I'm going to assume the 22nd, though. It is limit 2 per person, though, for these.
I want to send a shout-out to one of our followers on Twitter, Tom T., who listened to the show, and Tom sent me one of the Magic Key straws. So I just wanted to send a shout out and thank you for sending me one of those straws. The reason I was thinking it was because we were talking about these buckets, and I could see somebody listening to the podcast gets us some or something.
Oh my goodness!
But
no.
don't. But
yeah, that's too. No, that's too big. That is too big.
After the sipper and the popcorn bucket, what else do we got?
I think the next thing that just was blowing my mind, of course, is the food. Right?
Okay.
We love food. We know this. We joke that this should be, DL Foodie Weekly sometimes because we get so wrapped up in all the excitement of the food. The thing that's crazy to me about this foodie guide, there is nothing on that list that does not sound good to me. Starting off at Gibson Girl, there's the Unicone. This is probably the one that's lowest on my list. It's banana cherry and a pistachio ice cream in a white chocolate dipped waffle cone with fantasy sprinkles. That just sounds fancy, doesn't it? Fantasy
It looks
sprinkles.
good. Are these?
Fun. They're your kind of sprinkles.
No, it looks like it's a variety of sprinkles, so I'm checked out of that one. But I like the idea of the cherry. I don't know about pistachio ice cream.
I think that'd be interesting. I would definitely. This is, like I said, it's probably the thing that one of the things I'm least excited about, but it still sounds delicious. I'm very excited for this next one.
So at the Hub Churro cart, there's a blueberry looks good on you, which is a blueberry flavored sugar dusted churro, and a blueberry cheesecake dipping sauce, which is a blueberry fruit topping with cream cheese icing. That sounds
Double yum.
good. Now, I feel like I want a regular churro with this blueberry cheesecake dipping sauce. Like, I don't need blueberry on top of blueberry.
Oh, I'm all for it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I am all for it.
we'll
I'm
get a
here
couple
for
things
it.
of sauce. You'll get a regular,
There you
and
go.
I'll get a regular churro.
There you go. Over at the Fantasyland Theater and Small World popcorn carts, there's electric sweet and salty popcorn, which is colorful sweet kettle corn combined with butter flavored popcorn.
Oh, that's
also
interesting.
yum, sweet and salty. Yum,
Together,
yum.
that I've never seen that before. Have you?
No,
Even at-
not popcorn wise like at Disneyland.
I was
no.
gonna say even was it Kat Saka's popcorn thing
No,
back
because
in?
I think they have sweet ones and they have
But they don't have them
savory
together.
ones, but I don't think I've seen a sweet and savory. Like a
I
sweet and salty
might
together.
want to try that because I like kettle corn and I like regular popcorn as well. At the Fantasyland and Small World churro carts, there's the electric sprinkle dip, which is a citrus buttercream frosting with sprinkles.
So this is just a dip that you
For
can
your
get
churro.
for your churro. There's not a churro, a specialty churro that goes
Citrus
along with it. I'm
buttercream.
curious about that too. Okay, moving on. Jolly Holiday Bakery, which I mean never disappoints. They always have great
I see my
great
favorite word
options.
on the first item.
Yes, of course, because it's at the Jolly Holiday. So the Parade Macaron, which is a yellow macaron filled with honey buttercream and lemon curd,
You just lost me.
topped with rainbow sprinkles and Main Street Electoral Parade drum decoration.
Everything was great until you
don't
said
know.
lemon curd.
It could be delicious.
I don't like lemon.
I love lemon.
Well,
I thought
you could eat it
I
and
thought
tell
we
me.
had tried a macaron that had lemon in it, and you were not super.
I mean, you'll get this one, and I'll take a bite of it. There's a Minecart brownie, which is
So
a white
cute.
chocolate-dipped dark chocolate brownie topped with sugar gems. This does look cute. It looks like
cute.
something that the Seven Dwarves would be using.
Exactly. And there's also a Linzer cookie, which is a citrus shortbread Linzer cookie with strawberry glaze. And it has this cute little Cheshire cat.
At the Plaza Inn, we have a Parade confetti bundt cake. It's a confetti cake with blue. Oh my goodness.
Sopapilla.
Blue sopapilla filling, cream cheese glaze, and Main Street Electric Parade chocolate decor. That sounds good. I mean, I like cakes.
The bundt cakes, you were not with me when I tried the blueberry bundt cake that they had it was a Doom Buggy bundt cake.
I don't think I've had any bundt cake at
Incredible.
Disneyland before, to be
Oh,
honest.
it was so. Anytime I hear bundt cake in Disneyland, all I can think about was that delicious blueberry bundt cake.
Was it better than your wedding cake from Disney? Sorry.
It was on the same level.
Okay, I didn't mean to throw you
It was on
under
the
that
same
one.
level. If that could have been a flavor for the wedding cake, I would have just had to get a 3-tiered cake.
Oh my goodness.
Because I wouldn't have been able to choose between the three. So then also at the Plaza Inn, as we discussed earlier, is the Main Street Electoral Parade dining package, which comes with the famous Plaza Inn fried chicken, smoky mac and cheese, oven roasted carrots, a baby wedge salad, Mickey-shaped cornbread, and a berry cheesecake. You do also get a drink with this. They have released, from what we can find on Disneyland.com, it does look like we do have pricing for this. So dining times are between 1 and 3:30 p.m. This is a lunch dining package, and the price per adult is $40, and for children $25. The children's menu is slightly different. It has the world famous Plaza Inn, just the fried chicken leg, oven roasted carrots, the smoked mac and cheese, applesauce, Mickey-shaped cornbread, and there's also the decadent berry cheesecake there as well. So they get applesauce instead of a salad.
Is
But
there?
yes, you do get choice of a beverage, which is a 20-ounce fountain drink or a bottle of water.
At the refreshment corner, hosted by Coca-Cola, there is an electric relish dog, which is an all-beef hot dog, bacon, mustard cheese sauce, electric relish, and sport peppers, served with a choice of Cuties, Mandarin Orange, or a small bag of chips. This sounds good to you? I feel like you're not really a hot dog person.
I'm not a hot dog person, but I want to see what electric relish is. It looks like it's fun colored relish. 'Cause
Yeah.
it looks like from the photo there's greens, but there's little bits of reds, and it almost looks like there's purples in there too. So I want to see what this electric relish is. This is probably also one of the things on the bottom of my list. However, the next item there, Firefly chips, which are corn chips topped with chili, cheddar, Monterey Jack, and jalapenos. Sounds delicious. It sounds like a fancy version of what we call walking tacos, but still yummy. I don't know if this would be something I would go out of my way to get, but still very fun.
Yeah, at the Red Rose Tavern, we have the Pineapple Nightlight, which is fresh pineapple puree and Sprite with a glow cube. This sounds like it could be really
I'm all
good.
about it. That just sounds, if it was like slushy, that would be even better.
Do you know what we didn't talk about from our trip report? I, for the first time, had a Disneyland pineapple wedge, and it was very good.
Was it?
It was.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. More churros over at the Town Square Churro Cart. The Parade Dreams, which is like a colorful sugar-dusted churro with fruit drizzle garnished with rainbow candy, a.k.a. Pop Rocks.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're Pop Rocks. Look at them.
Oh,
Or
my
maybe it's Nerds. No. Sorry. Garnished with
Nerds.
rainbow candy, a.k.a. Nerds.
Interesting, because I was like, Pop Rocks again? They're putting Pop Rocks everywhere.
No. Sorry, they're Nerds.
At the Town Square Popcorn Cart, there's the Electric Pop, which is a brightly colored kettle corn. So that's just kind of... We're getting to the end of the list,
think
so I feel
it's
like they're just
fun,
throwing stuff, yeah.
But I think it's fun how they have popcorns included, because this
Mm-hmm.
is not... We don't usually see popcorn included in Foodie Guide, so I think that's
So
really
this
fun.
makes me hopeful. They say available at various locations at Disneyland Park throughout the summer season is the Light Up Turtle Premium Sipper and the Elliott Dragon Premium Bucket. Limit 2 per person per transaction while supplies last. Availability may vary throughout the season, which means that they plan on having multiple shipments of this.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited for this. So excited for those. The popcorn bucket and the sipper. That's like the pinnacle of my excitement with all this is that
Yeah.
this is all just bonus and fluff. So the other thing too is they have announced that there will be dining packages returning in Disney California Adventure as well for World of Color. The big thing here, the Paradise Garden Park does have the dessert party coming back. Wine Country Trattoria also has their dining package coming back. However, they have added dining at the dining package at Storyteller. So there will be a World of Color dining package that you can indulge in the all you care to enjoy dinner buffet at Storytellers.
I'm curious how
That's
much
cool.
that would cost, because I've wanted to eat at Storytellers, and the fact that it's like a buffet and stuff, I feel like that might be, because Blue Bayou is closed, this might be like a good alternative.
It does look like they gave us a sneak peek for the dessert package. Now, way back in 2019, when we went for our D23 trip, we did the World of Color dining package at Carthay Circle. And when we had our seats and we were waiting for World of Color, well, I guess we were sitting on the steps. We didn't really have seats. Don't want to make that confusing. But while we were sitting on the steps waiting for World of Color to premiere, we actually were seated close by where the dessert party happens. And we both looked at each other because we weren't too impressed with Carthay, with, how do I want to say this? For what you paid and what the food was, we weren't super blown away by it. So it was one of those, we're glad we did it. Don't know if we necessarily need to do it again kind of feelings. But we were looking over and saw the dessert package, and they're sitting at these bar height tables with tall chairs, enjoying their food right before the show's about to start. And they had like primo seating. It was very good, very good view. Plus it was seats, very spacious. They weren't crammed in there like sardines. We're like, we need to do that. So It's been on like the back. It's been on the back of my mind that when World of Color comes back, and if they bring the dining pack or the dessert package back, I wanted to look into doing it. When we looked into it at that time, I remember being pretty reasonable because I remember thinking, oh, yeah, that's a much better way to go. Why didn't we go that way kind of thought process. We don't know pricing now, but the dessert party is coming back. They do have it looks like a sneak peek potentially of what the dessert offerings may be. But the thing that I'm really excited about is that it's sweet treats as well as some savory treats. There's
That'll be
some
nice.
cheeses on there. There's also grapes. So it's not just dessert, sugar,
Yeah.
sugar. And I think, having the cheeses offset the sweetness would actually probably really yummy.
Well, and who doesn't love cheese?
Especially
Unless you're lactose intolerant.
Yes. But it does say sweet treats including raspberry cookies, cheesecake, and Mickey Krispies. There's also a tiny bunt cake on here. I don't know if you noticed. And I'm very excited about bunt cakes right now. And that little World of Color, it almost looks like a little like mousse or like a cheesecake thing.
This
a
in the middle?
cookie. No, this one right here.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a mousse with like a chocolate thing on top.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good. Yeah, these all sound great. Like I said, I'm really excited about the storytellers. If this dessert party has once they release more details on it, I think it'll be better.
Yeah, we're a little confused because right now, I don't know if this is the actual price or not, but right now, Disneyland.com website, it does say World of Color dessert party temporarily unavailable. But if you scroll down, there is a price that says $84 per guest, which I feel like that is not what it used to be. I don't remember the price
Wasn't
point
it
being
84?
that
'Cause
high. But I'm wondering if the Frightfully Fun dessert package was that price. So I don't know if this is the new price, if this is coming over from the Frightfully Fun Parade
I think it
dining
is.
package.
And because right now it still says temporarily
Yes,
unavailable,
yeah.
where the Plaza Inn one does not say temporarily
true.
unavailable. So I think they haven't updated this yet.
Yeah.
And
they've
on
half
the
updated
Disney
it.
Parks blog, they do have coming soon. So I'm thinking that they haven't quite worked out all of the details. Yeah, well, there's nothing here, but what I mean is like this says Sweet
sure.
Delights, and if you look at the description here, it says like decadent desserts.
Yeah.
So
The one thing I do want to note, Carthay Circle, as of right now, does not seem to have a World of Color dining package listed, which that's new. That they definitely used to have a World of Color dining package. So it seems to me that is no longer coming back, and they've just shifted it over to Storytellers instead.
I like it. Does Storytellers has more capacity too, doesn't it? Than
Well, and it's a
Carthay?
buffet.
Yeah.
It's a buffet instead of like a plated meal.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. All right, do you want to announce the other thing? Because we haven't talked about it with our audience yet.
As we find out more details on this, we will keep reporting because we have a vested interest in knowing this information as well. Because, drum roll please,
You know, it's really sad when you drum roll yourself, Teresa.
oh, I looked to you and you didn't move. So
Dun, 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 dun,
There you
dun.
we have planned our next trip. Our plane tickets are purchased. We're waiting to hear back from the Hojo to see if we can secure rooms at our favorite spot, the Hojo, before we go looking elsewhere. But we are crazy excited. We could not pass up this opportunity. We will be back next month. That's right, you heard me right. Next month, because the Disney Anna Fan Club is putting on this incredible sounding event. It's a 2-day event, Saturday, May 14th and Sunday, May 15th. The thing that drew us there, though, is the event happening on May 14th. And Tag, what is happening on May 14th?
Oh my goodness, this was a once in a lifetime situation. So
Dying.
at the event, there's going to be so first of all, you for the first day, there's a check-in at 9:30 with presentation beginning at 10, concludes at 1:30. Then there's a dinner later on after 6 o'clock, and then all this other stuff happens. Really well priced, but all the people that are going to be there, we have former Imagineer Terry Harden, which we've talked about on the show before because we had Stephanie on as a guest, and they had a pumpkin carving thing
Yes.
with her, so she's going to be there. They're also going to have Disney Imagineer Bob Gurr, which I learned from this article that Bob Gurr is the last
I know.
original Imagineer that worked with Walt on the original Disneyland.
I know. That's it's crazy and it's sad.
Garner Holt, who some of you may or may not know, but runs Garner Holt Industries, which makes a lot of ride systems and stuff that Disney uses, is going to be there as a guest speaker. And then Kim Irvine as well. And they're going to honor Leota Toombs at this as well. So this is going to be an amazing experience. Then the next day, they have the Disneyana like show and sale thing that we're going to go to in the morning as well.
I had not be more excited about this. It was kind of a long road for us to be able to make this happen. We're so happy that it's happening, though. I do want to also point out that Garner Holt also does a lot of stuff with audio animatronics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on. You've got a Disney icon and legend, Bob Gurr, which we have not had the opportunity to see him speak yet. So we're very, very excited for that. And then you pair that with Kim Irvine, who you all know we really love her she's a current Imagineer. We love everything she's doing, from the retheme of Snow White and the Enchanted Wish to the new castle that we have now. Well, the new design and painting on the castle. So much. She is basically, it feels like any project that she's involved in with, anytime there's a project happening at Disneyland, she somehow is involved. She's just amazing. And of course, she is the daughter of Leota Toombs, who is being honored as well for this. And Garner Holt, I mean, just incredible. We're so fortunate and so lucky and so excited to be able to be taking part in this. So it is going to be a quick trip for us. We are flying in and out, basically just a long weekend. We do have a couple of days that we will be in the park. This is all kind of not super last minute, but this all just kind of came together for us last week, maybe the week before. I don't even remember. It's been such a whirlwind.
It was this last week. Yeah,
everything that we had heard. I do want to give a shout out to Lynn from the Sweep Spot, because he actually let us know about this really amazing event. So if it wasn't for Lynn telling us about this would have completely not been on our radar. So I'm really thankful and grateful to Lynn. But we found out about it and we were trying to make it happen. We had some conflicts, but everything just all the
Disney gods shined
aligned.
Down on us.
The stars aligned, so it's just incredible. It is a short trip.
I do want to say, if anybody is planning on attending this, if you are a Disneyana fan club member, it's $109, and that includes the presentations and dinner for the first day. If you are not a member, it's $169. However, you can become a member immediately. It's $20 for a family membership. So even if you don't use it for anything else, you're still saving $40 per ticket.
You're supporting a wonderful club. So Disneyana is basically a Disney fan club put on by the fans, whereas D23 is, yes, a Disney fan club, but it's a Disney fan club put on by Disney.
And Disneyana's been around forever.
Yep, so a little bit different.
Also, I want to mention, for people who are listening who maybe are not Southern California residents, if you go to their website, we'll have it linked in the show notes, there is chapters all over the country. So you could become a Disneyana member, and they're everywhere.
There's even some here in the Midwest. There's a chapter in Wisconsin. There's a chapter in Minnesota, and there's also a chapter in Illinois. So depending on, we might have to look into where these chapters are, because
there's also a virtual chapter, which is really nice.
Oh, that may be even easier. Then there's even a chapter in Australia, Canada, and Japan. How stinking cool!
Yeah, how awesome. So we'll put the link in the show notes for this. I'm surprised this thing hasn't sold out yet. I mean,
it must be
amazing.
The best kept secret or something. Because I was worried that when everything aligned and we were able to do this, I was worried that they were going to be sold out by the time we got there. This will be our first Disneyana event. I'm imagining this to be a much smaller scale, more relaxed version of D23. Yeah. I think.
I will say,
I think it's going to be incredibly, very, very fun, but also just very enjoyable.
I'm crossing all my fingers and toes that we could finally convince Bob Gurr to get on the podcast. Or Kim Irvine. I feel like because she still works for Disney, it's probably
Yeah.
going to be hard. We might be able to get Garner Holt, though, because he could talk about animatronics and stuff. That would be a really fun conversation, too.
I'm just excited to be there for the presentations. If anything else comes out of it from that, that's just like
Yeah.
the sprinkles on top of this Sunday.
Yeah.
So crazy excited about this.
I'm also very excited about this. So, very excited.
Since this is a short trip for us, we haven't decided if we're going to be able, if we have
we haven't even
time,
thought about talking about it.
or if we are going to be able to do some sort of meetup. I feel like we'll do something. It might be kind of informal, though. It might just be another one of those, like this attraction, this day, this time, that like do an attraction ride meetup kind of thing. I don't know if there'll be enough time for us to do a thing where we go to like not Trader Sam's, the thing where we go like hang out at Tongariro Terrace or anything like that, but very, very excited. But if we do decide to do if we do nail down when we're going to do some sort of meetup, we will definitely let you all know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like we're coming in for a landing, gang. But please stay listening until trivia comes to a stop. And then you can walk to the nearest exit. Thanks for listening to the 8th wonder of the world, DL Weekly.
Welcome back to Trivia Land, where we're going to find out how you did ttonight. How do you feel about how you did?
Good. I
I'm
think
feeling pretty
I
confident.
think we might have a full 100% this time.
No. We have a stumped. So we're three out of 4.
Okay, 75%.
Well, I will say that this was one of your better nights. Apparently, I am much easier on you than the listeners are.
Well, you could stay doing our trivia then, Vern. Good job.
All right.
Good job, Vern.
Well, all right, well, let's see how it came out for you. Your first question, according to Disneyland.com, what are the 4 Main Street vehicles? Your answer was the fire engine, the horse-drawn carriage, the omnibus, and the horseless car or carriage.
Yes.
So the horse-drawn streetcar and the horseless carriage.
Yeah.
Well, the answer that I was looking for was the fire engine, the horse-drawn car or carriage, the omnibus, and the horseless carriage, also known as the jitney.
Woo!
So good job.
Ooh.
You got that one.
Success.
Yes,
We've at least got the
success.
first one. Whew.
Your second question, which lands in Disneyland are not directly connected to the hub? Your answer was Galaxy's Edge, New Orleans Square, Toontown, and Critter Country. The answer I was looking for was Galaxy's Edge, New Orleans Square, Toontown, and Critter Country.
Woo!
2 for
So
2.
we're good at questions that have 4 answers.
Apparently. Yes, apparently.
So far. Your third question. Later renamed Critter Country, what year did Bear Country open in Disneyland? You each answered 1972. The correct answer I was looking for was 1972.
Woo! Nice work, Teresa. You almost stabbed me with a pen as I went to high five you.
Didn't mean to.
No, but it was funny because I was like, oh, wait a minute.
And your fourth and final regular round question. Disneyland producer Ward Kimball had actual rocket scientists aid in the designing of Tomorrowland. Can you name them?
Was it Buzz Aldrin?
Your answer was Stumped and Stumped.
I don't think it's a right.
One with a T and one with an ED is how I wrote them down.
Okay.
The correct answers that I was looking for was Willie Lay, Hans Heiber, and Werner von Braun.
Oh.
I've only heard of one of those people.
Wow. I do need to give a shout out though, because Lee S because we do live stream the audio as we record each week for our patrons into our Discord, and Lee got one of those right. That's really impressive. So way to go, Lee.
Yeah, good
Job,
job.
Lee.
At least he gets a point. Or
Yes,
half a
yes.
point.
And your bonus question tonight. In Disney California Adventure, what is the name of the trolley line? You both answered the Red Car Trolley. The correct answer I was looking for was the Red Car Trolley.
Yay!
So we got 80%, really, is what it came out to be.
Yes, including the bonus.
Yeah. Good job, Teresa.
I'm very proud of us. That's feeling good about trivia this week.
That was a
I hope you-
solid trivia
I
for
hope
you.
you, the listeners, also did really well this week too.
Well, listeners, how did you do this week? How do you feel about how Tag and Teresa did this week? Do you think that you've got questions that are just a skosh tougher than the questions I come up with. If you do have those great questions, feel free to send those in to us at trivia@dlweekly.net.
I will say that it doesn't have to be a scotch trigger. I mean, that's just good right there.
Or you totally could make them much harder.
Well, we will be back next week with more Disneyland news and information.
Until then, go out and enjoy the parks.
Please remain seated until the podcast comes to a complete stop and the doors have opened. Then collect your belongings, watch your head, and step carefully from the episode. On behalf of all of our crew, thanks for traveling with us. And we hope you have a happy and memorable visit here at DL Weekly.